are those classic mix maps.
Yep. That's the problem though. You don't excel on the maps where the puck style favors you. You have to excel on these custom maps like Overpass and Cobblestone, and already Nilzinho gets information, but it's Weber towards Connector.
Oh, the fight kicks off though. Keita with the opening frag. Weber is trying to fire back. Weber goes huge so far with the opening 2 kills. That is spectacular. Stanley as well, going to execute. There's Nilzinho for 1 on towards Robin. And MnM, if they wanted a great opening pistol round, they are not going to get it as Quicks left in a 1 versus 3. Such an awkward situation as he sprints around toilets, trying to find anything to allow him to work his way back into the round. But it's going to be so hard. Surely Nilzinho can take him down here. Didn't actually catch him off there.
Yep. They know where he is. Stanley has a smoke as well. Could even smoke off the top of Connector. And there it is. No kit though. So imagine something crazy happens. He finds his 2 kills towards Connector. If the bomb goes down, it's a 1 versus 1. There's a chance. Problem is to get there. You have to somehow find the first kill onto Stanley. And then Fry. And then from there, Nilzinho's going to have to lose a clutch. And Nilzinho is one of the best players in the UK in a 1 versus 1.
It's true. Push coming down here as well. Quicks hoping to find something as he rattles off these pot shots. Sure, he's forcing them to peek, right? But just holding their crossfire. Surely they don't lose this one. Actually does some damage. 2 kills come out. Quicks trying to make it work. So close. But Nilzinho strikes at the appropriate time, bats him down, and gets the opening round win for FM.
This could be another slow start for MnM. We saw what happened on Cash. They win the T-Pistol. They lose the first buy round, and from there they just can't get anything going. If they don't have early rounds, if they don't battle it out early on, they don't have the tactical depth to fall back on, to go back to grind out rounds, to come back into a game. As soon as they fall behind, that's it. We saw what happened as well. Even if they have the start, FM, they can still claw it back.
The aggression to this round on display as well. You can see that a lot more fast style of CS as they work their way through the early burst, trying to gain that map control.
Yep. 5 SMGs as well. We saw SK being the first team to really bring out the 5 buy. 3.4k after you win the pistol. UMP is 1.2k. You buy armor, that's 2.2k. You suddenly have 1.2k. That's full nades. Well, 3 nades in a kit, or if you're on your T side, it's completely full nades. So if you get 1 kill on your pistol round, that means you can have complete utility, head armor, and a UMP. That's why the 3.4k buy, that's why the UMP is so strong right now in the meta. It's not the damage it does, the armor pen, it's the cost as well.
Yeah, that cost efficiency is such a vital factor. Obviously, it has become sort of the standard meta now. And there is a reason for that as we work our way through, though. The T's getting ready. They want to go for this burst play through Monster. Fry, he could be an absolute monster himself in these situations, but can he ward them off as the push unfolds? Rattling down, unfortunately not. Sliggy with the opening headshot. That is huge from the site as well, though. Nilzinho connecting the dots. Weber, 2 of his own. An easy defense. It looked like there was potential for it to go in the hands of MnM, but FM instantly backed them down.
3 players staying alive as well for FM. They can instantly rebuy these SMGs. The thing as well, on your CT side with these UMPs, you can still keep them on into the first buy round. On your T side, the reason you see a lot of AK buys, or when you win pistol, you might see 2 AKs and 3 UMPs instead of 5 UMPs like you see on the CT side, is because on your CT side, you can use the UMP on the first buy round. On the T side, the AK is so important for those pushes and important frags. And now, on the full eco, this is a round where they need to have 5, 4 alive for FM, stack up the cash.
Trying to take that aggression early. Sliggy with the opener, interestingly enough. Fry will be dispatched. He can scavenge that UMP as well. And Pulse getting a little bit overwhelmed here as he's forced to fall back from toilets. You can see them just trying to use the man numbers to overwhelm them as they push their way through. Pulse still attempting to take the fight. Will get the opening headshot back on towards a weakened Keita. A follow-up frag as well on Bakefum, just leaving Robin left in a 1 versus 4. No chance for him to pick this one up as he's getting hit all over the place. He's bloodied, he's bruised, and he's now in an early grave off the back of Nilzinho's UMP spam.
Just what I wanted to see. 4 players staying alive now for FM. Will they keep 4 SMGs here, though? Well, they can buy the AWP. Has a bad spawn. Don't really want to go peeking towards mid here. Could hold the top of connector, have a player smoke mid for him, or... Well, one of the things you see Alu and Rain do on A, on FaZe, when they were initially just first brought in, it was Ali would smoke mid, play the top of connector, hold the connector push, then Rain would re-smoke mid and you'd hold that for 20, 30 seconds. That's one of the things you can do when you are a new lineup, those simple plays. You smoke this, and I'll peek this.
They try and take that aggression though. Pulse.
Oh my goodness.
Playing up close from Party. You expect in that scenario, when they don't clear the angle, surely you get the drop on them. You get that opening frag. I mean, the trade might come in, but Robin overpowering in there with a switch. That is horrible.
That can't happen. That simply cannot happen. A whiff like that with the UMP, it does. I mean, yeah. The UMP is quite hard to so well. Pulse playing aggressive as well versus the Tech9.
Pulse, you can see the awkward angle, but he is connecting the shots at least. Gets Keita down to 17 HP. The thing is, just use your range advantage in this scenario. They've only got these weak Tech9s from a distance. They're not going to be as strong, but up close and personal, when you can overwhelm them, that's when things start to get real snods, leaving you in quite a tight spot already. A 3 versus 4 this early onto the round, and they've scavenged 2 guns.
Yeah, Molotov smoke onto Robin. M4 picked up onto Sliggy and Robin. They have armor on all 4 players. It's a 1-man advantage for MnM. Sliggy spots outstanding. Low HP though. Basically 2.5 men right now for the CT defense. Do they anticipate the rotate back towards A because they got spotted towards B? Or will they regroup and head back towards his monster position? It's looking likely. Nilzinho chucks the molly, chucks the flashbang. Is he going to face with it?
Nilzinho goes for the peek. The opening frag will go his way also, connecting upon Sliggy. There's the follow-up headshot. The spray transfer of a maniac as he rips his way through them. Nilzinho is absolutely naughty, leaving just Robin left now in a 1 versus 3. 40 seconds left to play with. Surely Robin can't achieve anything here. He can be a spectacular Swede in certain scenarios, but this is too much to ask.
That's a massive, massive play there from the captain and IGL for FM. 3K there, holding the B bomb site, stopping this going 4 for 1 and allowing MnM to come back into this one. Robin will fall 5-0. If MnM lose this first buy round, this could be a slow starts. When they don't have the momentum, they just have nothing. Such a momentum-based team here. And if they lose this buy round, this is going to be 7-0. And at 7-0, you've got to be questioning things, right? Your T-side overpass, puck in T-side overpass is so difficult.
Yeah. You don't have that room for error. It's not one of these maps that you can really be insane at and pull something out of the bag. It needs a lot of structure. It needs time and care put into it. And FM, they have that playbook. They've got the structure behind them. They've been looking dominant, and overpass, I feel like this is just too far gone already. Even as these early rounds, as they just keep ripping their way through. They're working together fantastically. These peaks come out. Weber should get the trade back here onto Sliggy. Stanley as well over at the barn will find the frag upon Quicks. Peak comes out, timing for Weber there, but you can see he's trying to find this fact. Sliggy somehow lands a 6 shot on Stanley, and things get a little bit harder.
They do indeed. Weber smokes off connector, chucks the molly, and then falls back. Sliggy, only 15 HP. Doesn't want to get too aggressive. He's found his 2 frags for the round. He's made it a 1-man advantage. You can see the rotation as well from FM. They have to leave the site, and now they're trying to retake it. Senior through the smoke will fall to Robin. 2-man advantage. You're better off just saving here potentially.
This is not the situation we expected from the beginning of the round. Definitely has boiled down to a very awkward one. Nice teamwork though as the flashbang goes over, allowing Fried to peek. Everyone was blind at that point, and he can get the opener, taking down Robin. Huge play. Eliminating him this early on makes their lives so much easier, but obviously there's still 3 men left. On a map like Overpass, those toilets angles into the late round are so awkward. You can just bunker in and try and hold things down, but the AWP Weber doing damage all across the board. Keita on 11 HP. Fry can find the frag. This is looking better and better as Weber does more damage as well. Wonderful stuff on display. Sliggy left in a 1 versus 2. This is going to be so tight. Can he pull it out of the bag? It would be huge for Sliggy. Headshots galore. Lands the shot on Fry. Weber has to go for the commit now as well. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. The spam in his back. Unfortunately so close, but Sliggy can stop him.
For a 4 versus 2 retake, to have it in a 1 versus 1, Sliggy on 15 HP. That is too close for comfort. If that's a 4 versus 3, or 4 versus 4, MnM, your after plants, they have to be sharper. You can't be having such big gaps where no one's watching towards stairs, and if they are, they're not holding it properly. He's playing towards bank, or the truck towards bank. Wide face came out. I think it was Fry1 found that first frag, and then Weber tags a player as well through toilets, but enough of that because they're already pushing through B.
Oh, the explosion this time around, the pace has really caught them off guard, and every frag is going their way. Nilzinho finds 1, blowing Keita out of the server, but left in a 2 versus 4. A lot like last time around, but the difference is this time they have to go for the save. They cannot run the risk of attempting to do anything. They are completely zoned out, and that strategy there, the change of pace to just explode their way out to the site instantly, capitalizing off the weakness they knew about towards that B bomb site. They've been able to find that opening frag a couple of rounds in a row now. Why not capitalize on it?
That rush caught me off guard, also caught FM off guard. Charging through Monster. Find the first 3 entries onto the site. Weber and Pulse, the A players, left to save. 5-2 will be the scoreline. FM, they can still buy. The thing for MnM right now is, this is the momentum, right? How many rounds can you get when things are going your way? Entries are in your favor, the clutches are in your favor. How long can this last? How many rounds can you get based off of this momentum? If they can make it 5, 6, then I'm believing. Then I am actually believing that if they win their pistol, 9-9, you're on your CT side, you're the mix. You've got through the hard part of the test, that is that T side loose style. There's a chance. And yeah, they will be buying, as I said, well, the buy isn't really what you're looking at. What you're looking for, sorry. What we are looking at, though, is 2 AWPs. Nilzenia and Weber, 1 AWP towards B, 1 AWP towards A. And then a CZ on Stanley for that B. Short position, Fry 1 as well on the SMG. Weber boosted up towards Sandbags. They've been holding this B short position a lot towards Sewers, right? They haven't found a kill yet. We saw it in towards Connector, and now towards Sandbags. Still, no frag to be found, and then again, MnM, there's 5 players all posted towards this B bomb site. They're going to go for the contact play once again.
Flashbangs go over. Fry this time around will get the opening frag. Bayfam with the trade back in. They have to get the hell out of that boost situation. Weber, though, is able to connect these shots together. That's a double kill for the man as he keeps rattling off these shots and eliminates everyone in front of him. Stanley repositions, gets behind the backline. They are blissfully unaware of his positional play as he hammers on the trigger. Robin completely removed from this scenario. Quicks for the peak as well from short, but Stanley gets another kill. The bomb defuse comes in, and that is fantastic.
That's great to see, obviously the frags there from Weber, but you saw the hesitation, not the overface and the overcommitment there from Stanley, right? He calls for a flashbang, the flashbang comes in, comes round by barrels and just running, drive-by, sprays down, I think it was Sliggy or someone, makes it that 1 versus 3, 1 versus 4, whatever. But still, you can see how they're not overfacing, they're not giving away the gimmicky kills like I spoke about on Mirage. The structure, the team play, it's showing and it's shining because they are 4 rounds in the lead. 6-2 is the scoreline, 5 AKs now for MnM. Quicks was so good with the AWP on T-side Mirage. We saw Sliggy try it, didn't really go in his favor, but the AK, the Kalashnikov, has been so good for him so far in this map. I believe he is top fragging for his side. Problem is that how long can they go without the AWP? How long does it take until they need to reinvest into it so they can challenge Nilzenia or Weber?
Because that's the thing, we've really only seen that early aggression towards the B bomb site and a late round attack towards A because they don't have the potential to get the opening frags. Especially not now there's the 2 AWPs in play for the side of FM. Nilzenia with a second AWP as well. I mean, it's a fairly good situation to have on the cards. Pulse unfortunately gets caught off guard as Robin makes his approach through. Also going to be aware of the position of Weber. The AWP comes out and he will swat him down and eliminates him. Luckily enough, as things could have gone absolutely horrific there. But still, seems to be a commit towards that B bomb site. They've not found much success there in the last couple of rounds, but they're going to try it once more. Fry and Co peek out. Great stuff as they work together. This is just easy pickings for them. Keita gets left in a 1 versus 3. We'll only claim the 1 frag on Fry, and that's all he gets for this round.
They know what's up. They understand completely the tactics behind this T-side from MnM. The 4-1. Robin, alone. He's either alone towards B, but because of how easy it's been for them to get into the B bomb site, he's now alone towards A, and it's 4 players remaining on the MnM side that go towards that B bomb site. As soon as they kill Robin at A, as soon as Weber finds that frag, you saw an instant Molotov from Nilzenia. He knew exactly what the game plan there was from the T side. Reading it very, very well. Molotov halting the push.
Pulse as well. A nice little frag to open this one. Obviously, that's the thing. These rifles are going to be so powerful, and that range advantage they have. You get the opening frag, now they can just fall back, play close to the site, play crossfires. You don't need to try and run the risk to push out anymore. They can play a very lax style of CS, and MnM's hand are forced. Pulse, though, still going to be trying his luck. The double face could come out potentially from Bayfam and Robin, but Bayfam has no idea, starts running back towards his own teammate. Robin as well should have been taken down there, but gets away with a nice little frag on towards Pulse. Weber just hoping to connect a wallbang to ward them off. They've grabbed the rifle, but Nilzenia will be the one doing the damage. Punches a hole straight through Robin, leaving Quicks to try and 1 versus 4 this with just a measly deagle in his hands.
No armor as well. Then again, don't need armor versus the AWP. Picks up the M4, chucks the smoke, peeks out. Wish that first shot. Goes for the reface. It's a nice re-peek shot there. 8-2. 14 for 2 right now for Weber. Great game from him so far.
He said he was confident. He said he was feeling it.
He's playing like it.
Yeah.
Constant refaces. Don't usually see that.
I mean, honestly, though, this is the thing. We spoke about these players. Both of these teams have so much star potential, and we've just needed one of them to really start to shine. And FM now, with Weber starting to pop off, this is where they are so huge. The reason why they're such a fantastic team is because individually they are all fantastic players, but they sometimes just have these moments where they ascend higher than that, and Nilzinho wants to try and show he can too. We'll get the opening frag on towards Robin, but Stanley all there to back him up. Fry comes in for a piece of the pie as well as he bites down upon Keita, just leaving it to Quicks to try and do whatever he can. We'll find the headshot back upon Pulse, but still, another 3 players remain for FM.
It's just not working. The rushes are being halted by FM. You saw the bait and switch combo then, Nilzinho playing towards Monster, you had Stanley crouching, they peek out, they see no one barrels, they peek into the open, Nilzinho finds the first frag, but they don't anticipate Stanley behind the barrel. He peeks up and finds those 2 frags and stops that attack in its tracks. Once again, the 4-1 style of play isn't working. Quicks, the IGL, last alive now. Not for very long.
Weber was ready.
On the ball, definitely on the ball. 3 players alive, look at the money there, 8,000, 11,000 on Weber, 15 for 2. This could be a 20 frag half from him, and that's monstrous. On the flip side as well, I mean, you got 7 for 9 for Sliggy, and he's your top fragger, 7 frags after 12 rounds. This is not good enough. 7 rounds separating these 2 teams. FM already at 9, this could be a 12-3 scoreline easily. The buy here from MnM, this is looking like a 10-2, and from there, who knows?
And this is the thing, dynamic play coming into effect as well. They can be like this because so many of their players are so effective, and Stanley, you give him the AWP because why not? And he starts to rip his way through, showing you how to wield the weapon as he tears his way through everyone in front of him. Struggling a little bit now up on the final fight with Keita, who will slay him. Grabs the weapon as well, wants to use it against him as Keita takes down Weber. Keita used to be such a premier UK AWPer. He was fantastic. He's taken a step back now, more of a rifler, a support player, but he's rolling back the years as he tears his way through everyone in front of him. The bomb will go down as well. This would be such a huge round for Keita if he's able to get this hat-trick and lock it down. Up against Fry, though. An artist with the AK, making his approach with a Kalashnikov, rattling around, ready to do some damage. Keita playing up close and personal. We'll hear the smokes going out, these audio cues messing with him a little bit. Not quite sure where the play will come from. He drops down in towards the site, finds the frag, Keita! That is a sick hat-trick to pick one up. Just the play they needed. Rolling back the years there, the AWP.
Whew. Well, we saw Sliggy try the AWP. We saw Quicks try the AWP. Keita picks it up with a dead body, finds a 1 versus 3, finally a clutch going in favor of MnM, and you can see he keeps it.
Well, this is the thing. You know, it was spoke about so heavily when that massive role change really came into effect because Keita was always the AWPer.
Yep.
Keita was unreal when it came to the AWP. So took a step back into rifling, became that more aggressive support player, which he is fantastic at. But when you see these moments of greatness, when you just sort of think, where is that aggressive T-side AWPing that we've missed from Fish123? Now MnM, of course, as well. This is the thing coming into it. Keita was that T-side AWP. Yep. He was the one that would don it. CT would play it, Sliggy would play it over on the CT side, and that would be the dynamic.
It's a big ask, though, to have another impactful play like that in another round. Yes, you're on 3, but one of those rounds was a 1 versus 3 on an eco round. It's not really the most repeatable factor here. But anyway, Pulse wants up 3 of those players, falls back, has the HE. There's a smoke as well if he wants to delay time. 1 minute on the clock, and right now, MnM, they're finally spread out. We're not seeing the 4-1, but fortunately for them, they're spread out, but not well enough. A gap in the setup means Fry1 takes advantage of that and finds the first frag. 9-3. 5 versus 4, 50 seconds left, and Pulse is just re-smoked offshore.
Pulse once again forcing them out of position, buying so much time now. But if he goes for the peak, Keita might actually be able to connect the shot and take him down. Will brush pass, tuck into the little cubby. Weber is there as well, so once the smoke dissipates, if they try and take the fight, he should surely take them down. A bit of a premature shot does go out though. Molotov as well, burning Pulse to a crisp. He has to react, gets the tag off, but cannot convert it into the frag just yet. Sliggy will punish him, and these AWPs on the site, the CTs need to try and connect the dots, but they can't. Robin will punish them. Weber, so many angles to focus on, will find 1 kill upon Sliggy. Repositioning now, can Weber keep his current form as he destroys everyone with the AWP? Robin, sure, elevated angle, will find 1 frag upon Fry, has to react quickly though as time starts to tick away. Gets the drop on Weber as well. Needs to recover the bomb. 4 seconds to play with. He's lost it. The round is over. There is no chance, no reason to face. But look at Stanley's position as well. So close.
Can hear FM laughing right now. They know. Look at the money on Robin. Oh man, that's it. He's going to be dropped something. Dropped a Tech 9. No loss bonus for him. MnM, I mentioned before, can they repeat a star performance like that? The answer is no.
Yeah.
Now they're reset. Now it's 10-3. They forced this one. This could even... If this is 11-3, then MnM going to have to force again. We could be seeing a 12-3 half here.
Oh no, and this is just dominant now. Weber just taking the fight because he knows he can overpower them. Easy kills coming out. The only weapon stationed so far away. Weber keeps hunting as well, isn't going to play with any respect as he just tears them a new one. Sliggy grabs the AWP out of his friend's cold dead hands. Will be able to wield it, but not even going to get to pull the trigger on it. Gets taken down by Fry. This is such a dominant half coming out from FM. Round after round. I mean, this just reminds us of Cash at this point.
You spoke about how there's so many stars on this roster. You can see Pulse right now, 5 for 9, but they're 11-3 up.
Yeah.
On some rosters, if a star player has a bad performance, that's it, right? If Robin hasn't got 30 kills, that's it. It's over. I mean, on Mirage, Robin had 27 frags in regulation time. FM eSports, they have so many players that can step up when they need it to. The skill is so spread across the board. Pulse as well is going to hear these steps. This should be a mop-up for him.
Damage coming out, but he can't find any actual kills just yet. No substantial work being done in this round as they've gone 1 for 1 in terms of trades. Push onto the site as well. They have a welcome mat down for them. It's essentially their own territory now. They can get that bomb planted, but Stanley lurking in the shadows, hoping to cause some kind of havoc. Will find a frag upon Keita, backing off now as well, so the T's have to overextend so much further. You can see them trying to hold them back. A bit of a stalemate will occur right now, though, Snods, but Fry, he's rubbing his engine, hungry for the pace, will come through. Nice teamwork on display as well. They pick at the same time, eliminating Batham. Robin, the only one with an actual rifle, he needs to do so much. Sliggy is basically just a distraction in the round. Sliggy executed now, but the double kill comes out for Robin. The spray down. 2 more frags remain, though, if he wants to pick this one up. The headshot upon Weber. He is hungry for it. Stanley has a decision to make. Do I stick the bomb? Do I try and grab it right now? Forces the hand of Robin, walks onto the site. The 4K comes out, and MnM grabs such a vital round. But is it enough?
1 versus 4 there from Robin, making it 11-4. I mean, Stanley, in the 1 versus 1, he gets off the bomb.
Yeah.
And then he decides to stick it.
At that point, you know, it's obviously it's a very hectic situation
to be
in terms of your decision making. He had the kit, but if he would have stuck the bomb, potentially he might have picked it up. But then
he would have had it. He would have had it.
Hindsight is 2020, obviously unfortunate for them, but even then we look at it, it's the difference of 1 round going into that. If you look at the actual scoreline, is this too much?
I don't know, okay? Because for MnM, you're on your T side, you're going to be anticipating 10-5. If things go well, a 9-6. If things go very, very poorly, what we have here an 11-4 or 12-3. So things didn't go that well to plan. But then again, on the CT side, can they step up? Can they have a very strong showing here? You've got your star players here, Robin. I mean, Keat had such a phenomenal round as well. This round here from Neil Zinnia is so crucial. That could have been the difference between the 11-4, which we see now, and the 9-6.
I think you know, the dues have to be given as well. Coming through that, you did have a lot of players popping off. Weber especially, that was a star performance. That's what we wanted to see. That's Weber rolling back the years there. He looked good. He looked back in form, looked fantastic on that way. The AWP coming out definitely as well, but you saw how useful this team can be in terms of them just being very fluid in who wants to use what weapon. That AWP being transferred around, like when Stanley was given the AWP for that 1 round, caught them completely off guard, just off the base of spawns. Playing from spawns like that, the fact that FM can be so dynamic must be such a hard angle to deal with for MnM.
Yeah, I believe it was Stanley with the AWP just peeking connector because he had the best spawn. So anyone can wield these weapons instead of FM. Then again, MnM, you can say the same. Keita, Quicks, and Robin, and Sliggy.
But the thing is, the difference factor is that FM are actually using it to the best of their ability. They're using it as a benefit, whereas MnM are just sticking to their roles, and when things aren't working, they're not adapting. This is what, you know, was confusing when Sliggy was not on point with the AWP in the previous map. He looked fairly lost most of the time.
Kept using it.
Yeah, but stuck with it until Quicks finally took it off him.
So, aggression from the CT side. They have control of connector, and Quicks finds that frag onto Stanley so they know exactly what's up.
You can see some strategy in play here, a little bit more thoughtful as they make their burst towards that bomb site. Working round now over towards Party. Quicks trying to play around this. They're not actually aware of his position. Quicks, that's a sick headshot. Quicks goes massive. Oh my goodness, as he rips his way through everyone in front of him, taking them down. That's already a 4K for the man hungry for the ace. Can he find it? Weber trying to prove that he's stronger with the pistols, but Quicks dancing around will eventually fall. Weber now left in a 1 versus 4. This is such an awkward round already for FM.
I mentioned before, MnM, they need a player to step up on their CT side. You've got your 4 rounds, you need the pistol, make it 11-7. Don't lose versus the 4 spies. If the bomb doesn't go down as well, that'd be so good for them, because if the bomb went down, they'd get 11-6, and then they'll be versus the 4 buy, the AK buy. If the bomb doesn't go down, they can get to 11-7, And at that point, you win your first buy round, and you're already looking at 10-11 scoreline. That's where all the pressure is on FM.
You can see Weber, though, hoping to at least achieve something out of this round. He's grabbed the bomb. There's not too much potential left in it. He doesn't really have much of a stake, but there's always a chance. The Weber factor. You never know what he's going to whip out of his back pocket and whap down on the table as he makes his approach over towards B, but he's going to give the game away, make his presence known as he assaults the bomb site. Nice, a bit of damage done, but really, it's going to be far too much of an ask. Robin will eliminate him.
21 frags, 21 for 7, a 3 KD there for Weber. And then Robin leading the charge, of course. 14 to 13. Had that monstrous 1 versus 4 to make it the 11-4 scoreline. And then Quicks having that crazy, crazy pistol in the previous round. 11-5 is the scoreline. Bomb did not go down, so there will be the force buy here from FM. 5 sets of Kevlar and head armor means no AWP on that first T buy. FM lose this, give them the full eco. That's when MnM can really stack up the cash. You see again, 5 UMPs.
It's true. Common in the meta these days. There's no reason to not go for this. You get yourself in the best case scenario. No point going for a risky buy and getting those M4s out. I mean, why would you?
I mean, there are some scenarios, but I mean, Cobblestone, if you can buy M4 flashbang, you can flash peek mid with the M4. Apart from that, isn't really too much else. I mean, obviously there's little things about certain maps, but anyway, on this one here, the 5 SMG buy is what they've gone for, both teams, and it worked out on both sides. Well, FM managed to win the force buy, get themselves ahead again.
Sliggy playing in this awkward angle. They can't push up the close wall, so it makes it so much harder for them when they're holding this crossfire. They will be able to back off. Luckily enough, Quicks wasn't spotting it when they rotated back towards toilets. And the assault comes in. A little bit more of a pincer play. Weber very low towards that B bomb site as he tries to link up with the rest of his teammates. They're all taking an abundance of damage though, so they're going to be very weak before they go for this site explosion. Nades roaming in like mortar strikes as well to blow them out of the server. Fry the one going to make the contact at first while Sliggy just tears his way through them. Sliggy, a double kill coming out. Keita as well, connecting the headshot back on towards Fry. Weber, he's over at B. He could backstab here.
Instead, he does fall. 5 players staying alive for MnM. Their money is going to be in such great shape here. 4,000 across the board. If they win this next one clean versus the Glocks, the no armor, you're getting those 600 kill reward bonuses there, plus the $3,500 round bonus. I mean, you could see 4 players here on already 6 grand after, well, on the first buy round of the second half. Then again, how many SMGs do they want to keep? If they want to stay on 5 UMPs, they got to make a play, right? Do a double aggression towards B short, push towards party, do something connector. You have to be proactive when you have the lack of firepower. If you don't have an AWP, you can't play slow and passive. Then again, we saw the full force buy on 5 players on the FM side, which means no AWP for them.
You can see that slow style of CS coming through though as well from FM. They're trying to bring a lot of strategy into these pistol rounds anyway. The thing is, you can't really play them out like full default rifle rounds, as you just don't have the potential to do so. You have to try something a little bit shock and awe. Even then, potentially if we just see...
chat. Sorry to interrupt you, but I think they're having a chit-chat.
Are they just using this as a tactical round? Just slowing down, just talking spawn? It seems like it, as they are actually just chilling around in spawn.
Yeah, I'm looking at the players now, they're just looking at each other talking. So, they're giving up this round, they're talking about the first buy round. They know they want to have an AWP. How do they want to change their play style around that?
This could actually be very useful for him as well.
Yep.
As this is going to play into the mind games of MnM. You can see him not really burnt through too much utility because there's not really been much of a reason to. Oh, early attack comes out from Robin though. Fry very low at this point. This round is essentially a throwaway though. They just want to try and get that bomb down if possible, try and force out as many casualties. Robin struggling there. Couldn't actually find too many kills as he gets picked off in the end, leaving them in a 3 versus 4. Some potential, but it very quickly gets brushed away from them. Robin did go down early, but his teammates have stepped up to fill his shoes as Weber actually grabs a UMP as well, and Weber starts to cause some carnage, makes his way up short, forces out 3 rebuys for MnM. That's a pretty good round.
It's decent. Then again though, they're probably going to have to drop 1 or 2 of those SMGs anyway. The only problem is you've got to rebuy your Kevlar, rebuy your kit. But definitely the end of the world. Rebuys come in, 6,000 there for Keita, 6,000 as well for Sliggy. Robin buying the AWP. Taking a look at his spawn right now. I believe he's going A. At a front spawn, he could peek mid here. There's no AWP here to challenge him. Can he find the first frag? No. And all this information, now suddenly the player that's with him, he can instantly just rotate, I believe it's Quicks, on A. He can just run back to B, he can play heaven on B. As soon as he gets contact on A, Robin, the rotation can come back towards the A bomb site. But look, 4 players already close to that B bomb site.
Latham, though, going for the jump phase to get the information down towards water. Will be spotted out. Keita essentially is so critical here in the point of defending Monster. Has to fall back as well, though, as all of these smokes start to rain to the site. Blind, dazed and confused as the push comes through. Stanley gets the opener. Keita with 2 kills of his own, though. Fantastic stuff, but Stanley still keeping up this supremacy as he rips his way for everyone in front of him. Bomb attempting to go down, but Nilzinho caught off guard off the back of Quix's M4 rounds rattling into his body, leaving just Stanley and Fry in such a tight situation. A minute left to play with, they have so much time, they're on the site, but they don't have a lot of utility left. None now as they burn their final flashbang, trying to allow Stanley to find a frag, which he will, taking down Batham. The response as well nearly comes out from Fry onto Robin. He's lurking around trying to get the late round backstab, but he's on 4 HP. Look how low everyone is into this round.
No kit on the CT side. The bomb is implanted, but look at the positioning here from Quick. Might just put them both lined up, and he does. They thought it was Monster and Short. You see them get the bomb, they wanted to go back towards CT spawn, go back onto the A bomb site and try and plant on A. Good idea, the problem was Quick's there with the position. Lines both of those players up and makes it 11-8. That round is basically won off of the mid peek from Robin. Spots no one towards A, and that's just bad play from FM. I mean, typically if you're going for a B default, you flash mid and then you fall back. If they had flashed mid, Robin would have held the angle.
It just plants that seed out in their minds, keeps them busy for so much longer, and it's unfortunate they didn't try and create any kind of distraction like that. This time around, though, they actually get out of mid unscathed. You would have thought Robin would have connected that shot, but does miss, unfortunately.
Does indeed. Only armor on Stanley. 4 players without armor. Then again, there's no SMGs on the CT side right now, so they only get $300 per kill. The big thing here is MnM, they need to have multiple players stay alive. It's about staying alive instead of getting the frags here, as there are no SMGs on the board.
Slow approach up towards the A bomb site. Everyone just tiptoeing around. Over by toilets, grouped up, ready for the right moment to strike. Obviously, in terms of utility, they only have the 1 smoke, and they're also down a man now. As Robin comes in with the opener, Quicks as well, still proving how effective he can be with this rifle as he tears his way for everyone in front of him. Just taking the fight to them right now as they get executed. That is a clean round for MnM.
11-9. FM still 2 rounds in the lead, but if they let this one slip, this could easily be 11-11. MnM, they win this one. That forces, oh well, that makes it 10. FM eSports forced onto the quasi-buy, and then MnM could easily be at 12-11. This could be the round where if MnM win it, we could be finally seeing them in the lead. AWP for Sliggy. We've seen it in the hands of Keita on the T side. We've seen it in the hands of Quicks as well, but the best spawn peeks towards mid, gets flashed off, and that's all we needed to see, right? All we needed was a flash mid, and that's it. The AWP falls back. That didn't happen the last time they went B, but this time they're charging up the A site. A long, sorry, because they heard the AWP shoot in mid, and they know the AWP isn't holding long, which means they know the CTs have given up and they've taken advantage of it.
Yeah, trying to capitalize off the back of it. This is going to be such an important round, though. This is the thing as well, coming down to this. FM needs to start to assert their dominance once more. They need to get some momentum behind them on their T side, as you can see it starting to slow them down. They had their energy reserves were high at the beginning of the half. Everyone was pumped up, everyone was dealing damage, but it seems like they're starting to get a bit complacent now. They need something to revitalize them once more.
AWP on Nilzinho, playing very, very passive with this still. Going back towards T-spawn, the bomb as well. Weber playing outside Monster right now, listening for steps, trying to see if there's a player close Monster, if he's close right. Smoke phase, Robin peeks, sees nothing. That might cause a rotation towards A. And I believe it has. I believe Batham might actually go... Oh, sorry, Keita, yeah. Has gone towards the A bomb site. Bad rotation here from the side of MnM. This is the round that MnM. This round FM can take. And if they do, this could be the thing that swings the momentum in their favor.
You can see them assaulting the bomb site now as they make their approach through. Smokes go down, Molotovs to force people out of position. It's working so far as well, especially when Fry is getting the opening. Kills Weber, and Fry is second of the round. An aerial assault as he connects the headshot upon Robin, leaving Quicks and Sliggy in such a tight situation to attempt to pull anything out of this. Sure, Weber's low, Fry's taking a bit of a hit, but there's just no chance they're going to be able to retake this. Quicks tucking in, trying to stay alive as they're aware of his position. Sliggy just going to try and save that AWP. This is nicely done from FM.
Is indeed. MnM forced to save the AK and AWP. 5 players alive for FM as well, so even if they get reset, they can still buy. They're going to get 3.5k for the bomb going down for the round win. Yep. No gun, no AK save there for Quicks. He knew the money was low for FM. That's why he's gone for that play, right? You might be questioning, why isn't he saved? MnM's money is strong. FM eSports is weak. If you go 1-for-1, that goes in your favor massively because you've got 6,000 to rebuy. You can see, look, 3,750 or whatever, 3,000 on Pulse. If he died there, he's going to have to go to an AK drop. That plays at 1,000, so you can see how when you're going for the question of do I save or do I play for exits, it's about how strong is your economy, how strong is theirs, what do I get from it, and what do they get from it. Still though, AWP on both sides once again. It's Robin this time. See if they're going to flash mid. It's a B default. Oh, sorry, actually those 3 players aren't connected. They're actually charging out mid, going towards playground, which means they can smoke off front toilets. If they play fast, they could catch Robin off guard.
True potential for this to be a little bit of a shock and awe style strat. Pull the wall over the eyes of MnM. But let's see if that is how this is going to unfold. FM, of course, they need to link these together. Potentially, if they get shut down in this one, would be horrific, as they want to just try and connect the rounds together, keep themselves in a good situation, and then really start to assert their dominance. They're not too far away from their end goal. Remember as well, they're the ones with the 2-map lead right now, Stods. They're the ones getting ever closer to closing out the series, where MnM, they're just merely getting close to getting their first map.
It's an uphill struggle. Even if they come back from this deficit and win, they still have 2 more maps they have to take. Then again, when have we seen MnM come back from a deficit? Cash? No, definitely not. They lost 16 in a row. And then Mirage, they had the lead and they let it slip. If they're not in the lead, I just don't see them coming back into this one. If FM take this, that could be it. Their money's reset. MnM's money's reset. FM get to 13. MnM have to force buy. What, UMPs, maybe 1 in 4, but even then it's a weak buy versus the slow, steady style of play that NeilZeno is calling right now, and it's working.
Yeah. They're playing against MnM perfectly. They have no answer for it, especially when the contact AWP comes into effect. NeilZeno gets the opener, Bakita with the response frag upon Weber. Sure, they equalize at a 4 versus 4, but this still favors the T's. Not when that occurs, though. Fry, he had to be that distraction. The player getting the frags towards the B bomb site to ward off the retake, make it harder for MnM to really just slip their way back onto the site, work his way through their numbers. But in this scenario, they can try and mount the retake.
There's no players coming from connector. All of them are rotated through CT, so these positions, these after-plant positions from the T's right now towards toilets are so favorable.
Push comes out. Stanley trying to get the opening frag upon Bayfam. Will do so. Pulse also found one. NeilZeno, it all relies on him upon now. Bakita is just sticking the bomb. 2 seconds. 1 remain. NeilZeno needs to peek right now. Will not occur. Finds the kill, but it's too late. MnM somehow get away with it. Kita, a smart decision to make. So unfortunate.
Sticks it and wins it. 12-10 is the scoreline. MnM, they couldn't let that round slip. If they did, that could have been a 3-0 clean sweep for FM. Money still strong though. You can see 3.7k on NeilZeno. He could have dropped actually an AK over to Fry. Instead he's on a UMP. Maybe he's anticipating the money to be weaker on the side of MnM. We saw multiple players had 6,000 instead of, what, 4,000, so could be a misread of the economy here. Maybe he's anticipating to be playing versus a CZ force buy or max 7s, etc. Anyway, only 2 rounds behind now, MnM. FM, if they lose this one, that's where MnM can get to 13. MnM will get to 11. FM after eco, that's 12. Or go for a force buy, that's 12. And then MnM will be playing versus FM on a full eco.
Aggression towards that B-bomb site once more. They found success here in the past. Can they relive those fantastic moments, those great executes, or will they be shut down? Trying to do some damage. Bayfam with a 2k there, as you can see the shots coming through. Stanley as well, headshot upon Bayfam, trades it back out. Their numbers are looking thin. They're getting weaned off. They can't connect the shots either. Robin comes out with a fantastic retake. And MnM will grab another round. They're staying alive. They're working their way back up. They're so close to equalizing now. 12-11 is the scoreline.
It's all about the money now. They got the bomb down, so they can force buy this. AWP on NeilZeno. Yeah, good pause. This is a good pause. You have to speak about this buy. Do you buy AK, head armor, and Weber? Go no nades. Stanley can 4-buy AK and utility. NeilZeno can buy an AWP, 2 flashes and a smoke. Pulse can get the SMG nades, so Fry 1 as well could go 10 round full utility. This could be connect to A split. Find out whether AWP is playing GOP A long. I mean, there's so much they haven't shown yet on the T side that they could show. Then again, we could be seeing another B default. When you got the SMGs, the Tech 9s, you want to have those close range duels from B short on the B side towards barrels, monster and whatnot. problem is, though, when you have a lack of utility, it's so easy as the CTs to just shut it down. Counter Molotov, counter Flash. Play that pillar, play barrels, play towards... we saw Weber AWPing towards Graffiti, right? So many angles where if the Ts have a lack of utility, lack of flashbangs, it's very easy to find those kills and stop and halt any rushes towards the B bomb site. Then again, it's 2 UMP. So I mentioned before, does he go AK head armor or does he go SMG full utility? And he's instead opted for the SMG. I mentioned the connector plane. It's looking like they will be going for that. Take control of connector and from there make the decision. Do you go back towards A, go for an A split through connector, or do you try and find an opening towards B and then go off of that?
They're trying to make their approach now, early on. Just spreading themselves thin, obviously play that slow default. MnM, they're not really going overly aggressive for information as well, but a drawn back style.
Yeah, definitely. They're playing quite passive. They're anticipating a weak buy here from FM, and they're correct. All they have to do is not give up frags to the AWP. If they can manage that, once the push comes in, UMPs, Tech 9s on the A bomb site towards long, towards toilets and whatnot, could be very easy for them to hold off the push.
Getting themselves ready. Look at this pixel angle as well coming out from Sliggy. Very tight. If he lands the shot, it'll be kind of cheeky if he can get that opener. Also trying to get the information from long if they make their approach through there.
Yeah, but I'm not really a big fan of this position, right? The reason being, oh, they actually have 3 players towards A. That's fine. If you have 2 players towards A, you shouldn't really be playing that pixel angle there because you don't hold if they're pushing up. They can be long, they can boost over long on the flowers and creep up on the right side, their right side, your left side. As I say that, of course, the AWP is out of hands. Sliggy, the 3rd man on the A bomb site, will find that pixel angle frag. Just left now to the 4 versus 5 MnM. This could be the comeback.
Obviously, it's so hard for Nozino to land that shot there, and Sliggy's doing all of the work on his own. Comes out with a hat-trick into the round. Quick's going to find one as well. And it's just left on Pulse. He's grabbed the AWP, but he just needs to back off, save the weapon, bring it through into the following round.
Now, they had 3 players on A. Unfortunately, I didn't look at the minimap, and I was trying to understand why they've done that. Do they have a player pushed up like Fry1, where he was pushed up towards B short, and he could see Monster, and he was, you know, listening for connector, and he's on B short. Did they have aggression? I wasn't quite too sure. Was it just a gamble stack? Nevertheless, of course, it was the right play as FM opted to go for the A site push. Sliggy finding multiple frags there with the AWP. 12-12. I said it, if MnM win that round, they'll get to 13-12, and right now it's 12-12 and they're versus the Eco, which is Pulse with the AWP. Are they going to face Monster? I believe he is. He can't be within those Pulse.
Oh, Pulse, he needed to land that shot. That would have been such a huge difference maker into the round. And the ship has sailed, as you're saying. They have to commit to the push now. Robin, this should be an easy spray down for him, especially with the aid of his teammates, but Stanley actually gets the opener. Keita can respond as he just walks his way around the site. Batham also going to find 2 frags. Weber can take him down, though. Connecting it. Pulse, oh, looked like he was ready to pull the trigger to actually get that opening shot, leaving just Weber now in a 1 versus 3. Sure, Quicks is low, but he has no reason to re-peek. The bomb is down in an easy angle for them to defend. And this is going to be a very tight round at this point. Weber hoping he can achieve something as the peak comes through, as he just rattles down with that Tech 9, firing off shots all over the place. But really, what can you expect?
Trying to find an AK right now to challenge his players towards heaven. Just the Tech 9 and no armor isn't quite enough. Warp shot whiffed by Sliggy. If the bomb goes down, which it won't apparently. Nope. So that could be the difference between an AWP or a 5 AK buy. Let's see. Yeah, look.
Yeah.
Weber can buy AWP, no head armor. Yeah, exactly. So instead it will be the 5 AK. If he got the bomb down there, he could have bought AWP, could have dropped it to Nozino, could have kept it, dropped it to Pulse, if Pulse wanted to get aggressive. But Pulse right now is 6 for 18. He was 5 for 9 at one point. Was he 6 for 9? Either way, we haven't seen a frag or any impact from Pulse in a very long time.
And the thing is, that's so important because Pulse is a very prolific fragger.
Exactly.
He doesn't need to be popping off. The rest of his teammates can usually step up around him, but right now they need something else. They need the extra bit of oomph on their T-half, as they're not being able to do it on their own.
You can see they're trying to force the issue as well. Getting aggressive towards B short, just peeking into these angles. No flashes, nothing. Completely dry. Unfortunately for them, though, they will be smoked off. The boost comes out. But no one will fall on the MnM side. If they can take this round, they should be winning it. We saw the, I don't want to call it the choke, but the comeback for FM, rather, on Mirage from 15-11 down. Can they do it again, though? If MnM take this, this could be 15-12.
Look at these shots coming out from Sliggy. He's so close to actually getting an opening frag as well. Blissfully aware that he's almost going to be able to get that opener. Robin will find one upon Stanley, though. It's getting kind of awkward. FM need to respond off the back of this. They will take their aggression. Pulse actually gets the opener. Takes the head clean off Robin as he tries to keep it going as well, firing off these pot shots, but he can't find the frags just yet. Seems like they're toying with the idea of backing off, but the bomb will go down. Warren is going to get the plant. Sliggy also, though, connecting the shot back upon Fry. It's getting awkward. Look how low they are, Snods, with the positions in play from the T's. Is there a possibility they can win this as Weber starts to do damage? Another frag on the board. Weber actually does an unthinkable amount of damage working his way through them. Keita also going to find one upon Weber, though. Pulse now left in a 1 versus 1. He gets traded out. It's just Nilzinho. Molotov goes down. Quicks. He's upon the site. Nilzinho enters.
Oh, he played that so well. Oh, he's played that so well.
That is devastating. Nilzinho.
He's been outplayed in the clutch. Swedish import comes in. No. IGL versus IGL. His brain prevails. The Swedish import's doing damage. Robin, 21 frags. Quicks, 20. Batham again having another quiet game. I don't want to harp on it, but again, I mean, I think he's had 30 kills over the course of 3 maps. Then again, he is the entry, right? Entering as a mix versus FM on land, on your T side, that's going to be very, very difficult.
This is such a shame. That would have been such a great round for FM. And the thing is, though, you've got to wonder, can they run it themselves now? 14 rounds on the board for MnM. They've been in this scenario before. This isn't the first time. They've played a flawless game, and they still have 1 round of breathing room to work with before they're even in that instant loss potential.
Exactly that. If they win this, MnM still have money they can buy. There's so much pressure on FM. If they win these rounds, they're going to be close. If it goes to match point for MnM and FM, it could be 15-14, right? But FM could be on a weak buy. Because the money that MnM have means they can keep rebuying, keep buying up these orbs, or in this case, these 5 M4s, keep doing damage to the economy of FM, constantly making it 2 versus 2s, 2 versus 1, 1 versus 1s. If that happens, they lose 1 round, they let it slip once, that could be it. Then again, it was a 1 versus 1, the IGLs going back at each other. That means the money for MnM could be weak as well. This round is so pivotal. The winner of this round could be the winner of this map.
It's true. This is such a vital one. So important that they need to get this on the board as FM, if they don't claim this, it could all slip away from them so quickly. Revving themselves up, though. The smokes come in to try and execute this site attack. Are they ready for it, though? Sliggy angle, trying to cover it, but Sliggy whiffs! Gets taken down by Fry. Quicks as well, will find one, but there's the trade back. Nilzinho stepping up to the mark absolutely spectacularly before he's executed, though, by Batham. Will come in with a juicy little headshot. The bomb trying to go down, but I think they planted it just slightly too late.
There he is. There he is. Quiet start. Has the impactful rounds, finds a double kill. MnM on match point 15-12. The buy, I said it, FM, under so much pressure, the buy is weak. Bomb didn't go down. And we could be seeing Cobblestone. Cobblestone is the map which I think MnM will be the best on.
It's true. The home of Robin.
This could be 2-2 go to train.
A scary premise, potentially, as Robin could definitely dominate. Obviously, the maps he's always excelled at. It's been the respect band for many years.
Still, early aggression here from the T's. They've left the bomb in T-spawn.
Ooh. Awkward confrontation early on, but Pulse will get the better of Sliggy in the end. Unfortunately, Nilzinho has fallen as they make their approach. Still early on. Quicks all back in play. Will land the shot. Isn't going to miss that as he takes down Pulse. But these trades are coming in thick and fast as well. Weber headshot upon Robin as they are left in a 3 versus 3, Snods.
They are indeed. Molotovs on Quick and Keita. 1 minute 12 on the clock. Question is, will the rotation be right? You've got 1 player towards B, 2 players towards A, and they've done it. Keita rotating in towards Hell. They've read the FM attack. Flush comes in towards Monster. They're heading in, but there's 2 players here on the CT side to hold this one off.
Boost being utilized as well. Batham, he's looking a whole lot better in this game. He's really been excelling as he finds that headshot upon Fry as well. The nades start to roll in so they can mount this retake as soon as that bomb is planted. Weber, could he do some damage? So sideline, unfortunately not Weber. That would have been a massive play if he pulled it off. Quicks as well, the connection upon Stanley. The defuse is going to come in. MnM, somehow they claw it back. They're going to be able to claim it 16-12. They get a map on the board, overpass going their way.
Both teams showing very weak T sides there. FM potentially running out of answers there. That 1 versus 3 from Kita could have been the game changer. That could have been a 13-2. That could have been a 20.